In the quaint village of Willowbrook, nestled among rolling hills and vibrant flower fields, lived a spirited young woman named Clara. Clara shared a modest but cozy home with her devoted mother, Mabel, who poured her heart and soul into every stitch of fabric she sewed. Their lives were not without hardships, but they faced each day with resilience and love. Mabel's skill as a seamstress was the backbone of their small household, while Clara ventured into the town square each morning to sell her hand-picked flowers, spreading joy to passers-by. Their bond was unbreakable, filled with laughter and shared dreams. Despite their struggles, Clara always managed to find a glimmer of hope in their daily routine. She often dreamed of a brighter future, a life where Mabel wouldn't have to worry about finances and could enjoy a life of comfort and ease. With each flower Clara sold, she envisioned taking a step closer to that dream, a dream fueled by the deep love she had for her mother. One late afternoon, as Clara strolled home with her nearly empty basket of flowers, she encountered a man unlike any she had ever seen. He was impeccably dressed in a tailored suit, his posture exuding confidence. Without uttering a word, he extended a golden envelope towards her. Intrigued and bewildered, Clara accepted it, her heart racing as she tore it open. To her astonishment, it was an invitation to an extravagant gala at the opulent estate of the Montgomerys, one of the wealthiest families in the region. Clara could hardly believe her luck. The invitation, embossed with elegant gold lettering, proclaimed her as a special guest. This was an opportunity she had never dared to imagine, especially from someone as influential as Isabel Montgomery, the daughter of the powerful businessman Arthur Montgomery. Bursting with excitement, Clara hurried home to share the news with Mabel. However, upon seeing the invitation, Mabel's expression turned serious. "Clara, sweet girl, I know the world of the wealthy all too well. It isn't always as beautiful as it seems," she cautioned, her voice laced with concern. "They don't invite just anyone to their gatherings, especially someone from our background." Clara's enthusiasm was undeterred. "Mom, this could be a chance to see their world. Just for one night. I promise I'll be careful," she reassured, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. Mabel, though still hesitant, was ultimately swayed by her daughter's excitement and agreed to help Clara prepare for the gala. In the days leading up to the event, the two spent hours readying Clara for the occasion. They carefully tailored a dress they had at home. Though far from luxurious, it was a cherished light blue gown that radiated Clara's warmth. Mabel meticulously adjusted the fit, adding delicate touches to make it perfect. On the night of the gala, Mabel gifted Clara a cherished family heirloom, a simple necklace that had been passed down through generations. "This will protect you, my dear," she said, "and remind you of your worth, no matter how others perceive you." As Clara approached the grand Montgomery estate that evening, her heart raced with a mix of awe and trepidation. The mansion sparkled under the moonlight, with lavish decorations adorning the sprawling gardens, as if plucked straight from a fairy tale. Each step forward amplified the stark contrast between her humble life and the extravagant world surrounding her. Yet she steadied herself with Mabel's wisdom echoing in her mind, determined to face whatever awaited her. Upon entering, Clara noticed the curious stares of the guests. Some looked on with surprise, while others cast judgmental glances. She took a deep breath, held her head high, and allowed her signature smile to shine through, determined not to let their contempt affect her. As she navigated the opulent hall, she soon caught the eye of Isabel, who stood with her entourage of well-heeled friends. They exchanged sly glances, clearly plotting something sinister, and Clara's heart sank as she overheard their cruel whispers about her appearance. Nevertheless, she remained composed, reminding herself of her mother's words. It wasn't long before she encountered Richard, a charming and well-respected figure among the guests. He noticed Clara from afar and, with a warm smile, approached her. "You bring a refreshing light to this gathering," he said, his sincerity instantly easing her anxiety. As they conversed, Clara shared her aspirations and the challenges she faced in her life. Richard listened intently, captivated by her authenticity and resilience. As the evening unfolded, Richard summoned the attention of the guests, raising his glass in a toast. "Let us honor this remarkable young woman, Clara," he announced, his voice resonating throughout the hall. "Her courage and kindness remind us all of the true beauty that exists within. May we learn from her example of love and dignity." Clara felt a surge of warmth and gratitude as many of the guests turned to her, their expressions shifting from disdain to admiration. Richard's words infused her with newfound confidence, easing the tension she had felt since arriving. With Richard's support, she began to feel less like an outsider and more like a part of the evening. However, Isabel's irritation boiled beneath the surface. Unable to bear seeing Clara thrive, she approached her with a feigned smile, her tone dripping with condescension. "Clara, how lovely to see you enjoying yourself among such esteemed company. Don't you think this gathering is a bit too extravagant for someone like you?" she said, as she deliberately knocked over her glass, spilling red wine onto Clara's dress, deepening the divide between them. Though Clara felt a wave of shame wash over her, Mabel's words and Richard's presence kept her grounded. With a deep breath, she looked Isabel squarely in the eyes and replied, "I may not belong to your world, but my value is not defined by my clothing or social standing. It lies in my heart and the love I have for my mother." Her voice remained steady, filled with conviction, capturing the attention of the guests who began to recognize her strength. Witnessing the interaction, Richard stepped in, standing firmly by Clara's side. "Don't let their cruelty diminish your spirit, Clara," he said with unwavering support. His presence empowered her, allowing Clara to navigate the evening with dignity, even as Isabel and her friends attempted to sow discord. As the night continued, Clara's grace began to soften the hearts of the other guests. Many approached her, curious to learn more about her journey. Richard proudly introduced her, highlighting her remarkable qualities. With each conversation, Clara realized that she was changing the perceptions of those around her, showing them that true worth lies within. Meanwhile, as the guests' admiration for Clara grew, Isabel found herself isolated, grappling with a wave of introspection. The laughter and mockery she had once directed at Clara now felt hollow, leaving her with a sense of loneliness. For the first time, she began to question her own behavior and the need to belittle someone so different from herself. Realizing the harm her actions had caused, Isabel approached Clara with sincerity in her eyes. "Clara, I'm truly sorry for my words and actions tonight. I realize now that I was wrong. I admire your strength and the way you've carried yourself with such dignity," she confessed, her voice softening. Clara was taken aback, touched by the unexpected apology. With a gentle smile, she accepted Isabel's words, choosing to embody the very kindness and compassion she had always believed in. As the night drew to a close, Clara had not only held her own against the mockery, but had also transformed the atmosphere of the gala. The respect she garnered overshadowed Isabel's attempts to humiliate her. Clara left the Montgomery estate that night, hand in hand with Richard, her heart full of hope and newfound confidence. Mabel would be proud, she thought, as the two walked into the moonlit night, knowing that they had both faced their fears and emerged stronger than ever. In the end, Clara understood that true strength lies not in wealth or status, but in kindness, resilience, and the unwavering support of those who truly see you for who you are. And as she looked forward to the future, she knew that no matter the challenges ahead, she would always remain true to herself.